Good morning. Today is day 65. I was 75 hard. And yesterday I hit a massive wall. Physically my body was just like, sure, you've reached the end of the line. And it's kind of my fault a little bit because I didn't order my greens properly, so I missed some greens, and I've been making myself get up earlier and earlier, so I'm getting up at around 5:30 now, and then I haven't put myself to bed as early as I really should be to be dealing with this kind of stress on myself. All my fault, nonetheless. My body was like just not wanting to move, not wanting to do it. It was hard to think. I had a headache for most of the day. Both my workouts were pretty rough just from low energy, and then my mood suffered for the rest of the day. So I spent a lot of the time when I wasn't doing tasks just thinking about where I went wrong and what I could do better. Obviously those things that I just mentioned could definitely be better. But I'm also noticing that I want to keep this hard in a certain sense because I only have 10 days left. And so I don't want to be on some kind of autopilot as I'm going for the last 10 days and then not like really wrench out everything I can get out of this challenge and then set myself up to continue getting things moving forward. So I've been thinking a lot about like how I'm gonna act and behave at the end of this challenge, and like if I want, like you can't help but think about like what cheat meals you're gonna have, what kind of beer you're gonna have, but I'm very aware that it's a slippery slope and I could easily go back to all kinds of just weaker points where I used to just falter and do all these things that weren't helpful to me. And it's really really easy to get back to that. So I want to be very diligent about staying focused after this challenge is over. I'm gonna have a nice meal here or there. I'm gonna have like a beer here, maybe scratch that itch just a smidge, but I'm very aware that I'm not going to have a drink every night after this. I'm not going to try every single cheat meal that I wanted to have, that I fantasized about and thought about. I'm not going to go get a whole crap ton of donuts and then pasta and then burgers and then pizza. I wanted each one, but now I'm kind of like, which one can I have? You can only have like one of them, so you better make sure it's one you want. And now, since I gave myself that option or that limitation, I've been like, okay, yeah, I don't really need the pizza one. I'm cool without that. I definitely don't need the donuts one. I'm cool without that. So now it's gonna make the meal more special. And then I feel good about knowing I'm gonna get right back on track afterwards. And so people were asking what I thought was next after the challenge. And it really is just going into phase one pretty quickly. Like that's the next part. And people were like, oh, you're gonna keep doing it, just like keep going on this path? Yeah, pretty much. You don't have to do it with me, it's all good. I've pretty much been doing it myself this whole time. So